FSU is now supporting a specialized system called Sphere. Sphere is designed to run interactive software applications, making it easier to visualize and explore large data sets stored on any of HPC's file systems. To learn more about the Sphere cluster, go to HPC's website, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see a picture of the Sphere cluster and also the Sphere hardware configuration. Among the Sphere components, you'll see that the Sphere cluster supports 16 of the NVIDIA Tesla M2050 GPUs. So now HPC users also have a place to experiment with and develop CUDA and OpenCL-based codes. There are two easy ways to connect to the Sphere cluster. You'll first need, however, to install 3 applications on your machine. The first is a free NX client. The second, your system will need to have an X Windows system installed on it. And the third is a lightweight Java application called the Sphere Connection Tool. Links and more information on each of these applications is available on the Sphere website. And clients for each of these applications are available for Macintosh, Windows, and Linux systems. And links, again, to these applications are available on the HPC website. So to connect to the Sphere cluster from your desktop, we'll assume, first of all, that you've installed these 3 pieces of software. The first thing that you want to do is start the Sphere Connection Tool. For Windows and Mac users, that just means double-clicking the application. A window will come up that looks like this, and in the left-hand pane, you'll select the cluster that you wish to connect to. For most users, that'll be general access. However, to other users who belong to groups that are listed in the left-hand pane, you can select that cluster as well. Selecting the general access cluster reveals a number of different resources that are available to users. For this demonstration, I'm going to select VMD. I'm going to ensure that my username is entered correctly, and then click Select. This brings up the NX tool. In this case, I'm using OpenNX. You may be using a different NX client. I type in my HPC password and click Login. What this does is it connects to the least loaded Sphere node. And because I've selected VMD, it also opens up the VMD application. And it opens up the VMD application as if it's actually running directly on my desktop. So here's the display window, and here's the main VMD window so that you can see it. Now I've already prepared a visualization state, so I'm going to open that. And what I see now is actually my home directory on HPC. This is the Panasys file system. And I've created a visualization state in advance, so I'm selecting that. It's going to load that state very quickly, and I can now manipulate this molecule in the same way that I would if this application was running actually on my machine. But it's not. It's actually running on the Sphere cluster, one of the nodes that makes up the Sphere cluster. So it's that simple. Now I'm going to show you how to connect to the Sphere cluster from the HPC login node. So I'll quit out of this application. And because I'm running a Mac, I'm going to select the X11 Windows application and open up a new terminal. Bring that terminal into view. And from here, I'm going to type in SSH space -X space my HPC username, and then I'm going to use the @ symbol, and I'm going to now enter the login node that I typically use, which is the Department of Scientific Computing's. So that's sc.hpc.fsu.edu. Hit return. That's going to ask for my password now. So I type in my HPC password, and I'm then given a prompt on the SC login node. Type in the word Sphere, that's going to same Sphere connection tool that I launched just a minute ago on my desktop, and it looks exactly the same. I'm going to connect to the general access cluster. Once again, I'm going to select VMD, make sure that my username is correct, and type in select. This brings up another NX client, in this case, the No Machine NX client. I type in my HPC password and click Login. Once again, this launches the VMD application after connecting me to the least loaded Sphere node, and it will look as if I'm running that application again directly from my desktop. However, once again, it's actually running on the Sphere cluster. So I've already shown you how you can load visualization state, so I'm not going to do that again. For more information on the Sphere cluster, again, visit the Sphere webpage on HPC's website, which is www.hpc.fsu.edu, and just use the search window for Sphere. If you have any questions concerning the Sphere cluster, please send a message to support@hpc.fsu.edu. Thanks very much.